All right, Coach, just an overall really good baseball game. You had the clutch hits when you needed them, and the bullpen was lights out. I guess just what are your overall thoughts?
Well, the bullpen was certainly great. We really, got on speaking to pitchers first, our attack, our 0-0 was pretty putrid the last couple days, and so we made note of that. And I think what's great about this group, and you've gotten to be around it, you've been on the bus, you get to hear some of the things like if you challenge them or give them a point or a navigational option of, hey, how are we going to change something? They do a really good job of doing that. But that's both offensively and pitching-wise, and that was the challenge today. And you look at it, no walks in the game. I know we had a couple HBPs, but whatever. Like they were aggressive HBPs, so I don't care. But we attacked the zone, and then we told them in the dugout when it was 4-1 in the 6th inning. We were down 4-1 last year in the 5th inning on a Friday night with Eichhoff on the mound, and that game last year we got one, we got another, maybe 4-3, and then we scored 5 in the 8th last year, capped off by Trey Cobb's home run to right center, and we ended up winning 8-6. Well, today, stack, and then they got to the bullpen, and then Harry gives the most, I guess, impactful blow, but started with Brooks' swing, Harry up the middle, Schrader going big fly, and then Jimmy piggybacking off it, and so you never know when those big moments are. Stu getting out of the first and third jam. You look at both games you win on the weekend. Noah Edder's first inning, first and third. Yesterday gets out of it. Is great. 6 innings, 9 Ks, gives us an opportunity to win. You look at Stu, had that first and third, and he gets a punch out on a good freeze ball, and then we get the double play after a lot of well-executed pitches to Blake over there at first. So, just a quality baseball game across. Look, they're one of the best teams in college baseball. Coach Schnall is going to piggyback right off what Coach Gilmore did forever there. And I know we say it all the time, we miss Coach Gilmore, but Coach Schnall is going to have them continuing to be great. They have elite arms, they have an elite lineup, throw strikes. So we know we'll be seeing each other down the road when we're pursuing. But a really good accomplishment, especially, capping off a 3-in-1 week against, 2 really, really quality opponents.
Speak more on Stu's performance. He's kind of thrown into the fire. It's 4-1 after they were hitting on Nelly. What does that say about him as a player, just to come in and shut him down as well he did?
Stu's a mature guy. He's been through everything. He's done everything. If you look back to the year before we got here missing with an injury, to 22 being our Swiss Army knife, most appearances, to 23 being a starter and being in the conference last year, being a flex guy, as he had a little bit of struggle, which I think the struggle sometimes hardened you. That's just the fact of the matter. This game's hard, man. It's so hard. Pitcher, hitter, whatever. And so you need a guy that's not afraid of anything. And so Stu's been through it all. He may get hit sometimes, but he's not going to be afraid. And he makes his arsenal well, put pitches in locations that we needed to, and therefore it provided us the opportunity to make that comeback because of the stabilizing nature he had. So just a great job for him. Very happy. I guess he got the win. I don't even know how the game worked.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So good for him. He certainly earned that one. And, he's going to need more performances like that as the year goes.
They intentionally walked Brooks, which wasn't really surprised there to get to Bowman, and Bowman really steps up, gets the big swing. I guess, how excited were you for that?
And listen, that's kind of how we thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
When you're playing an inning out, Blake drops on one, and who's coming in out of the bullpen, and then what they do stylistically. But, Harry's bat's been flat in the zone. He's quick on the trigger, but he got the 2-1 slider that was up. And, we saw with their home runs earlier, and a lot of those balls are hit good, so I'm not disparaging their home runs or our home runs. But you get a ball up in the air that way that's barreled flush, it's going to go. Whether it's a 92 off the bat or it's like a Harry that's 106 or a Jimmy that, although I joked with him that it was like 83 miles an hour, he stuck that ball good, and it's going to carry in our Riddle Pace jet stream, So really happy for Harry. He earned that moment, and he let it in a sense use. Look, think about it. Brooks was intentionally walked last year, and Trey Cobb hit the grand slam. Today it was Harry's time.
You guys pick up a ranked series win. I guess, what does that kind of do for your momentum and just as a program right now?
I just think it's unique, having a ranked battle, if you care about those things. In the end, these are great teams, man. We know what we believe we have. I've said already what I think they have, how elite, coached that they are over there. And so I just hope it was fun for the fans. The games were competitive. There was riveting things. There was things that made you remember it's college baseball, where you go, oh, that's kind of gross. Maybe they're not well coached, more to us. and them. But in the end, like, you just got to compete and battle and have a dugout that's, you know, living with each guy in the field that's having to perform. And I thought everyone did it collectively, you know, fans, players in the dugout, players on the field, pitcher on the mound. It was a collaborative effort. Double Valley, I'm sure they were doing their thing too. So, yeah, just I think it's really cool. I'm sure it won't be the last time, hopefully. We have weekends like this, but we're early in the year, and momentum's going to be as good as how clean we can play when we get to Tuesday night against a really, really good and unique Wofford program.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Harry, we saw, you know, intentional walk right in front of you to load the bases. I guess what's your mindset going into that bat, just knowing, hey, like, they'd rather pitch to me than Brooks?
I mean, I'm grateful that Brooks is such a good hitter and so fair to me, but it got to me. But, you know, I kind of took that personal a little bit, you know, going the box. I stuck to my approach and was just trying to get the head on the fastball. That's what came, so.
Grayson, we've seen you in a ton of different roles just in this pitching staff. Today you come in a little bit earlier in the game and you go multiple innings and shut them down. I guess what was your approach just in those middle innings there?
Yeah, my approach is the same no matter when or where I'm pitching. It's to execute one pitch at a time. Nastiest pitch I can throw at the best location. When you get scattered and you start worrying about different things, about the inning, about the score, about the opponent, things like that, things kind of go awry. So for me, I just want to execute one pitch at a time.
What can you say about the defense behind you, especially, you know, Blake turning that double play over there?
They're incredible. You look up when you look up and you've got 0 errors by our name, we typically win the game. It's very rare that we don't. Our defense is kind of settling in. Jacob Black's shortstop's just unbelievable. Blake's doing his job, Darnie. Whoever's in third, it's been awesome. They've been great.
Harry, you've had just a really strong week at the plate. Just how confident are you just right now after just everything you've done just over the past week and a half?
I'm pretty confident. I'd say, you know, just always staying positive to each pitch and taking each pitch one at a time and just sticking to my approach and Coach Ben's approach, and just grateful to be able to do it back as a team.
What does it kind of do for you guys just to pick up a win against a opponent that we know is going to be one of the best in this conference? What does that kind of do for you guys momentum-wise going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we know that we're a great team. We know that if we play good ball, we're very hard to beat. So it kind of just says what we think we are. Kind of solidifies that, gives us that extra confidence. But they're a great team. It's huge for conference wins. It's huge for RPI. It's huge for all those things. So taking it one game at a time, keep doing it.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, thank you.